has done it or is doing worse.
Here's the deal. We're two moms that we popped babies out in our 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard. It was hard.
It's also the best thing that's ever happened to either one of us.
Yeah, but now we're moms in our 40s.
In our 40s.
With preschoolers.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Let's bring the community together of women. And let's talk about like real shit. Real life, real women shit.
Yeah, real women shit. Let's do that.
Shit's hard. And also it's funny.
Cheers. Unfiltered.
Because if you want a show, we're a shit show. We're here for you.
Yeah.
You ready, Megan?
I guess so. What am I? Do I get my phone on?
No, don't do anything. Just sit there and be beautiful like you just do. Hey, girl. Hey.
This jazz right here. This feathery, fun.
Feathery, fun,
She's
fantastic.
Like ready to party today.
Yeah.
She's like feeling clean. So fresh and so clean.
You guys know that feeling when you actually shower?
Yeah, when you actually, and you like full shower, wash your hair shower.
Do your shower hair. Last night, welcome to Mature-ish Mama's Life Unfiltered. Let me help you out. Oh, there you go, little sweet pea. Oh, she got a little
The
stuck.
equipment.
Stuck in there a little.
It just always wants me to hold on.
Yep.
Okay.
I showered last night, which I've learned you can't wash your hair shower at night because then your hair is like. But I rolled with it this morning, just with the. I like it.
It's got a nice little kink to it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
it's kinky.
It's kinky.
Kinky. We have a really special episode for today for you guys. Megan doesn't know what it is yet.
It's a surprise to me.
Surprise! And we don't even really need to do any intro banter because it's just going to be that great.
I can't forget.
Are you
ready
for this? Are you guys ready for this most unbelievable episode of Mature-ish Mama's Life
Unfiltered?
Bam! Okay, we're going to share with you guys, raw, real, our most embarrassing moments.
Oh my God.
And you're not in charge, and I'm not in charge.
Okay.
You know who's in charge?
Betty.
Betty.
Great idea.
Betty is our chat GPT. She's actually our business manager.
Yeah, she's our marketing manager, business manager, all around question answer.
She's done a lot for us. And Betty, we just want to first of all, we just want to appreciate you.
First of seconds.
Second to the last, we want to say thank you.
Shout out, Betty.
Shout it out.
Shout.
Let it all out. These are the things that will be without. Come on. You're really embracing your lyrical lactitude.
I know.
Also words. So we've asked Betty to give us some leading questions. And if we don't like hers, I have some other ones.
Okay, cool.
But I have a list that's different than you have, and they're both surprise lists.
I have a list too?
You do. It is in your texties.
Okay.
Right now.
Got her.
And we can both answer because there's a surprise for both of us.
Yeah.
And some of them might be like, Betty, that was a dumb, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do it. Roll with it.
And I'm thinking, like, we're getting to know y'all getting to know us. And this is a big piece of that, like, living in your authentic self. And it's okay that embarrassing shit happens to you because it happens to everyone. And why do we hide from that? We should share it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Because it's funny.
Yeah. And that in acknowledging that it happens to everyone makes it even more funny. And
Maybe not everybody, but there's probably at least 10 people.
10 people.
In the world. And I bet they're all listening.
1 in a billion. 1 in 1.8 billion.
Yep. And I'm one of them.
Yep. And we're going to do it.
Yep. I think what's embarrassing right now is that the hair situation that I'm going through. I can't seem to figure it out.
Can't stop, won't stop. You guys, please don't watch today's episode.
Embrace it.
Yeah, do it. Bring it big. Yes, queen. Hey. You know what? You look like Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Yeah, that was his
party time. Excellent.
I had that entire movie memorized. Here's an embarrassing moment from the beginning to end because we've talked about how being exennials or zennials, whichever one you are.
You could say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things we did, like memorize movies, because what else did we have to do? We didn't have phones to play with.
I think we literally spoke in movie quotes for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah,
Some of them still do.
Yeah.
Big time.
Right after Anchorman came out. That was when I couldn't stop speaking. And then my sister-in-law, Carrie, was living here.
Vagina.
I know. Everything. You ate a whole wheel of cheese? I'm not even mad. It's impressive.
I love lamp.
I'm stuck in a glass box of emotion.
If you guys haven't seen it, this isn't funny at all to you. But if you have, Scotch in my belly. Scotchy, Scotch. That is one of the best.
It is.
That's a John Carroll one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready?
Ready.
Do you want to go first? Do you want to pop the cherry? Pop it. Pop it.
Let's do her.
Betty, give it to us.
Number 1, have you ever called your kid by the wrong name? Like the dog's name, the worse, or worse, I mean.
Yeah, just Betty.
The wrong kid's name in public.
I'm going to cut you off. Betty, that was stupid.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
That's not even embarrassing.
No, that's because that's just momming.
Who doesn't call their kid the wrong name? I named my kids the same name. That's how, if you want to talk about embarrassing, I'll tell you something embarrassing, Megan. I named my first child Kinsey because everybody else was Kenzie or Mackenzie, and I wanted to try to be unique. I think this was like on the front end of people being unique. Like before it was Jonathan, Jennifer, whatever, Jessica, all the like those names. And then we were like, let's just try to like super be unique, but I didn't want to be like
so unique that it's like
X.
the kid doesn't know how to spell his name.
Yes.
Or someone reads it and is like, Aaron, remember?
Aaron. I love that episode. That's so good. Aaron. Yeah, you're right though. That's the thing now. Like people can't even pronounce you. Like poor children. Like the kindergartners trying to like
spell their
name. Guys, come on, do better.
It's like formerly known as Prince is my name.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's just a symbol.
Yep. So not me. I'm like Kinsey, Kinzey. That makes sense. It's confusing to some people. And then I get to baby number 3 and I'm going through all these different names, trying to figure it out. And I wanted to kind of go older school. And also a person came into the shake shop that I was running at the time and his little name was Quincy. And I was like, that's so cute. And also my great grandpa's name is Quincy. So I'm going to name that. Cool. Have the baby. Awesome. Quincy's here. A week later, I'm writing their name on like with the window markers on the wall. And I'm like writing Quincy and Kinsey. And then Kinsey comes back over. I'm like, hey, Quincy. Oh, fuck.
Same name.
Kinsey and Quincy. Kinsey and Quincy.
Quincy. Do you
want to know one thing that's kind of like when you name every one of your kids with the same letter because you're like, we're all going to be whatever names?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I that kind of like to me, I'm like, oh, that seems unnecessarily confusing for the family.
It's cute though.
It is cute. And also,
cutesy.
You know, that's better than naming your kid the same name.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Quincy.
Quincy. Hey, Quincy. I still do it.
They don't like it. Descript just said thumbs down, Cal. Bad idea.
Stop. Hey, Descript, we request you stop giving us emojis or whatever those little things are.
And why is it always thumbs down?
Yeah, give us a thumbs up.
I look like a cave woman right now.
You do. Do you want to talk about most embarrassing moments? Go to Spotify or YouTube and look at
this one.
Shit. Okay. I mean, do you have anything more embarrassing? Because that's just like...
No, I mean, I have one kid and I'm still like, Augie! That's the dog's name.
And Augie and Caston, super similar.
So close, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like Kinsey and Quincy.
Sometimes I'm even calling him Johnny, which is my husband's name. And it's like, yeah, so dumb. Sorry, Betty. Love you, but no.
Nope. Okay. I have one for you then,
okay.
Megs. Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction while doing the classic bend over? In leggings is what she says. But you know what? Not all of us moms wear leggings.
Oh, I do. I do have one, actually.
Yes.
It's great. And it's not leggings. It's even better than leggings.
Give it to me.
Okay.
Hey, wait, I'm just going to tell you, we're going to make this a 45-minute because you have to go to the doctor's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to go to a doctor because it's time for me to get a camera up my booty.
Butt camera.
Make sure there's no polyps.
My butt.
Yes. So it's so great. This is so funny. So
well prefaced. She has set the stage for the story.
Everybody, this is going to be the funniest story you've ever heard.
Anticipation so high now. Right. It's wah, wah,
I know.
Wah, wah, wah.
So I'm at my girlfriend's house. She was had her second baby, and what is it?
Keep going. I mean, I just don't know where my wah, wah, wah buttons are.
Oh.
What the wah, wah, wah?
That does deserve a wah, wah, wah.
I hope that the last episode recorded all the way and we're not just doing this for shits and giggles.
And then now this one, we're just doing some more giggles and shits.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Anyways, so my girlfriend had just had her second baby, and I was over there helping. I'm in my 20s. We're in our 20s.
Yep.
So I was over there, and her baby daddy, it was her husband at the time, is sitting on the couch with the baby, and I think I'm out like picking stuff up off the floor, like in front of them, like helping to clean up or something, and I'm wearing a tube top.
I know where this is going.
And you know, when you bend over in a tube top, it just kind of sits there. But then when you stand up, it also just sits there.
Yep, just right.
So I stand up straight away, eyeballs to eyeballs, for this young gentleman and his baby.
That's her nipples, you guys. Nipples to eyeballs is what she's insinuating.
They were looking each other right in the eyes. And I'm just like,
what'd your friend say?
She was in the other room. Thank goodness. But also, I wish you were in the room.
Yeah.
I just went, sorry. And then I left.
I gotta go.
And I never saw them again.
Yeah. Just kidding. I have somewhere to be. I have somewhere really important to be. I love that. That was he's a lucky dude.
Bend over wardrobe malfunction at its finest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no boobies. I mean, all boobies, no butts, no cuts, no coconuts.
I have a coconut butt story.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
I used to work at a country club. Ooh, fancy. That's where this story starts. And I really got to know the members, and we just enjoyed each other because that's what you do in life. Like, let's just meet some people. And there were famous people. I'm not going to name any of them, but it was a country club. So got to know these different people, got invited to a party. Of course I'm going to go. What am I going to wear? A tube top and one of those wrap around skirts, you know?
Yep. Perfect. Nothing is going to go wrong with those two things.
This is going to be, and you know what? Add some alcohol and let's just see what happens.
Sprinkle in a little.
Yep. So I'm with all these people that are very affluent, and I'm just I ran the the Round the Bend restaurant.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I did. You know I did. What is that called? The halfway house. That was like where you got to go have your snacks because you're thirsty by the time you get to that whole 9 or whatever. You need some drinks. And we had a whole little restaurant, and I revamped it and turned it into an internship and got credit for college.
How cute is that?
Side note. And so anyways, so I'm going to this party and I'm dancing and I'm getting my groove on, and of course I'm in college, so I'm like getting it on, and my pants got it on down to the floor. The skirt just completely unwraps. So I am. Did you wear underwear in college?
I did, but they were pretty. I mean, I don't know
underwear?
if it could be classified as underwear, but yes.
Yeah. I just took a pass for like maybe a decade. So
while you're wearing wraparound skirts,
no need for
good time for those two things to parallel in life.
And at least I wasn't with anybody like of mentor status or any of like people that you might want to work
vagina.
for. Hey guys, I just grab my skirt, I wrap it back up. Wow, I have a lot of these stories. There's a lot. That's the only one we're gonna do. So that's fine.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I love that we both had it.
If you guys share these in the group, if you guys get in the Maturish Mamas group, we want to hear your stories. If you're willing to put yourself out there, because it feels good.
It does. That's so funny,
dude.
And I mean, I feel like I'd rather show my boobs than my vagina. So.
1,000,000%. Have you guys ever noticed how many times we say 100%?
100% of the time.
If you're feeling freaky, like a flag fly, that's not a word. Then watch an episode at night and then just do a drinking game. 100%.
Choose this one because you're gonna get wasted. You're 100% gonna get wasted.
Or drink every time I do this with my face,
or I do this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yours is good though. Okay, give us our next one, Betty.
Okay, got it.
Betty, you did better.
Here we go. Number 2, what is the most ridiculous thing you've bribed your kid to do or not do just to avoid a meltdown? Honey, these are just like
mom
things.
These
are like parenting advice for everyone. Do you need us to tell you how to do that? Because I think we all got that under control. I think we all know how to bribe our kid to do shit. Like, why is that embarrassing?
Yeah, does she know what embarrassment means?
Maybe we don't know what it means.
That's true. I had to re-ask her, so I read just a couple of them, and I was like, okay, I don't know if you're really getting the gist of the show, but we just talked about our wax jobs and vajayjay. Like, give me some more that are a little bit more racy.
Well,
I had to tell her.
Let me just say, my Betty can be the G version.
Okay.
And your Betty could be the R version.
Well, I don't even want to acknowledge that question. Do you?
Okay. No, but here, I'll do a different.
Okay.
Have you ever been so sleep deprived that you did something completely nonsensical, like putting the remote in the fridge or your phone in the dishwasher? That sounds like a
Friday.
TGIF.
Yes. Betty, be better.
I know.
What haven't we put in the refrigerator? I mean, definitely remotes, definitely phones, car keys for sure. Like that's where you go. You open it.
I
just
feel
set it
like
in
the
there.
refrigerator is a great place because usually it's in the trash.
Yeah.
And then you're like going through the dirty trash to find your keys.
Which
or they
happens.
got thrown away. And then you have to buy a whole new set, which is awesome now that everything has a fob.
I feel like that might-
$350 key.
Did that happen to you?
No.
I have a fob story. Maybe everybody does. But we were at the lake when I was little. We went to the lake a lot. That was like a big part of my childhood. And I got to go there with John Carroll later on. So we all go and we had a cousin's weekend without the parents.
Without the grown-ups.
And we were all like, kind of grown up. We were in our early 20s.
I
but
still
we're like,
say that. The grown-ups are coming to Mexico with us.
she's like, "Ooh, grown-ups are coming to Mexico. Mine are
Reel
P's
it
and
in.
Q's." We actually probably won't, but
They won't either.
Yeah, they won't either, exactly. So I'm wearing again a freaking super cute brown tube top swimming.
Did you go straight from the party to the lake?
Yeah, because I was like, my vagina's already out. I might as well get on over there. so I'm just now imagining our parents watching these because I know
Sorry.
they do. I apologize, Mom. We love you.
You know what, though? Our
Guys,
moms have great stories
They
that are
do.
funny, too.
We should have.
Their
that
mom-
would be so fun to
Let's
have
hear
them
your-
on.
Okay.
Okay. So we're just swimming at the lake, and then for me, like I've got the Passat, the Volkswagen Passat with very key fobs had just come out.
With
and
the clicker key. The
Yep. And I just put her in my little booby part right there and my tube top because that's a safe spot when you're camping.
Yeah. It's basically a vault.
It really is still trap right there. Trap still, whatever. And then we did this thing where it's like anybody at any time could just start counting down from 10 backwards to 1. And that meant that you had to run and just jump into the lake and come back. So they snuck it up on me. And then just my key fob was maybe in the lake and we had to have the car towed from Fort Collins to,
Oh, oops. I bet they were so happy about, your parents were so happy about that.
It was John Carroll and I were married. We were adults. So
he
John
was
Carroll-
married.
You
were married at that point.
I was that right when I was married even.
That's okay. I was married and I decided to put my Invisalign in my bikini top in the ocean because that's a good place for it.
Bikinis are so versatile.
I know.
They're
And
like
let me just pop
pocketbooks.
and then put it here, like my $100 retainer that I
I was just saying, at least those don't cost anything.
No.
They just grow on trees. That's so perfect.
Yep.
Guys, don't do any of the things. Yeah, in this episode, please do not attempt to reenact any of these situations.
Yeah, these are for
Oh,
entertainment.
I got time to get Quincy from the bus. Somebody else will do that probably.
Hopefully.
Okay. Have you ever realized mid-conversation that you were talking to a stranger thinking it was your child? That would be funny.
No, I hope no one has ever done that. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Sorry if you've done that. But, like, what? Wait, what?
Okay, but your back could be like turned, right? And like you're over this way and you're just like, gosh dang it, Witten John, gibbity boobity. And you turn around and it's just like, like a grandma Betty. And you're like, I'm sorry, just kidding. I don't know. It hasn't happened. Maybe
I mean, yes, that could happen.
It
But
could
also,
happen.
Grandma Betty, walk away if I'm doing that. Like, don't.
I'm not talking to you like that.
To you. And please don't think I am. Like, you know what I have done though, and I feel like most people. I'm sure there are.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a full-on conversation with someone who was on their phone and not talking to me, but I'm answering their questions.
And then
Especially when Bluetooth came out and they had the little thing in their ear, and they're like, and literally this guy, he's like looking at me, and then he looks down, and he's like, and I'm like, saying whatever, and I'm like, sure, I think I could probably help you with that. And then he's like kind of looking around and he looks back at me and he's still talking, and then I'm like, I don't know, I'm not sure. And then he like clicks it off and he's like, I'm sorry, I was on the phone. Anyways, this is what I need for. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that actually is quite nice when that happens. I like that one.
Yeah.
Way to transition that question. Good job. Wait, was that yours or mine?
Nope, that was yours. Okay, mine.
We're doing great, by the way.
I know.
Look at us hauling through these. You guys can ask us some embarrassing questions too.
What's the most embarrassing thing your kid has loudly announced in public?
I mean, just yelling "fuck" as a 2-year-old, does that count?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, because you are getting dagger eyes for sure.
and I'm like, I don't know where he learned that.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
weird. What?
I don't know where he learned that.
Heavens to Betsy. I think he actually said duck.
He probably did. There was something flying by and he said duck, but he has a speech impediment.
Yeah. But then I'm just like, hey, buddy, I don't think we should say fuck. And he's like, Mom, but it's fuck. This is Witten.
I already know the way that you're speaking.
But is fuck a bad word? I'm like, well, it's just not a very happy heart word. We don't need to be saying it. It's pretty grown up. He's like, okay, so we shouldn't say fuck. And like then I
started to say this many times.
I have videos of that too, because who doesn't pull out their phone when that starts happening?
Not you.
Not me.
Put that video up for sure, because that's so awesome.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Keston's still pretty young to yell out.
Yeah, so if he's yelling out anything, people can't understand him yet. So I'm just like, isn't he cute?
He's the best.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do have some funny, just to like say something funny is when I was in dentistry, I did pediatric dentistry for a really long time.
Oh, you have some stories.
And when you put kids on nitrous oxide, it is hilarious.
Can we do a full episode of that? Do you have that many?
I don't know, but I do have one that's really pretty good. Because, the parents started coming back, like that was a part of the thing. So we're in a little room because we were doing operatorve.
Yep.
We were doing fillings.
That sounds worse. Yeah, horrible.
So we're in like a little room with the kids and the mom's in the corner and I'm sitting there and we're waiting for the doctor and I'm getting him all ready with his nitrous and stuff. And we got to let him breathe it in for a little while and start feeling real jazzy good.
Yeah.
Just jazzy, rizzy-tazzy. And this kid, he's probably, I'm going to say 6.
Okay.
His mom's sitting in the corner and he's just, you can see they start to get like glassy-eyed and like feeling real good and they start really talking. I think that it used to be like a truth thing.
Yeah, I love that.
So they start really gabbing to you and he's just like telling me all kinds of stuff about his family. And then he was like, oh yeah, and then guess what else? My mom has a tattoo on her butt. And she's like, and of course I'm just like, I don't get embarrassed about things with other people, but I like to like acknowledge. I'm not going to pretend like you just didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, that's really cool. So I look over and I'm like, hey mom, what tattoo's on your butt?
Does it say do not enter? No.
It says...
Never mind. Okay, what is it? Yeah,
so she's like, oh, it's not really on my butt. It's like right here. And I'm like, well, show me.
So you mean a tramp stamp?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got one of those too.
Look at mine.
And then, of course, they're all like, my uncle just went to jail this weekend. And my mom was really mad at him. And she was yelling at him on the phone. And then, my dad was like, well, now we got to bail him out. And I don't even know what that bail means. But my dad's going to do it. And my mom's pissed at my dad. Like, they tell me everything. So just know that.
Well, because you kind of get excited now. People do when they're going to go in because it's such a thing when they're getting their wisdom teeth pulled.
Oh,
to see what kids. So like they're ready to video after that one kid that had the funny video in the back of the car. Yeah. So it's a thing now. So I can't imagine with small children like it's the entertainment of that.
It's so cute and so funny. And then another boy, I was like, just making conversation and I'm just talking to him and I'm like, gosh, you smell really good. And I said, are you wearing cologne? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, what cologne are you wearing? Bottle cologne.
That's
my favorite kind, buddy.
That's the stuff.
Bottle cologne.
Oh
yeah,
my
great.
gosh,
yeah,
those
lots
are
of fun
good.
stories.
That was good. Yeah. That was good. I liked it. I can't remember if it's you or me any single time. Whatever.
I don't think anyone else can either. So go ahead.
Okay. What's the most embarrassing situation your kid has put you in at the doctor's office?
Well, I just told someone else.
There it is. Yeah. That was good.
Mine aren't quite there yet because he's so young that I don't have a lot of those. So let's hear yours.
So is your kid at the doctor? Or are you at the doctor? Are they watching you at the gyne? Like what? Like what? I'm not really sure.
The only one I can think of is when he's coming out of me.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Thanks, kid.
Right, everyone's in the room.
Yeah, everybody's watching.
And I was lucky to go to a teaching hospital.
Oh yeah. That's true. We did talk about that. You guys should go back and watch that one. Listen to it. I don't think we've been in the doctors for years, and there's not like I'm gonna take a skip.
Yeah, I know.
Take a pass.
Yeah,
pass.
The other part of this is so awesome and so funny, and I guess they are embarrassing, but I don't feel embarrassment very often. Like when my boobs popped out, I felt
embarrassment. Yeah,
that was embarrassing.
When I was naked in front of all those elders, I felt embarrassed.
When your pajamas just twerking too.
Watch her twerk. Yep. That was embarrassing.
Yeah. So
like the red in the face sort of embarrassment. Like
I know. I'm trying to think if
like maybe if you farted on stage.
That would be good.
Yeah, I've been on stage, but I haven't farted on it.
Oh man.
But that would be embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing.
Oh darn it! That would have been a great.
Next time you're on stage, just rip a good old,
just in case.
Yeah.
Don't
rinse your beans.
that still to me, I think that I know everybody farts, but farts do feel a little embarrassing to me. Like
People
if I'm
farts are funny. They just are, no matter what. So be embarrassed, but go ahead, because it's funny.
That's what I was going to say this earlier. Like the whole point of this episode is like laughing at yourself is medicine. And if you can't laugh at yourself and you're taking yourself so freaking seriously, like we'll end with that. Just redo that statement. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So you do one of yours because that's okay. I mean, doctors.
Let's see. What's the weirdest treasure you found in your child's pocket or backpack?
Oh, I find a lot of treasures, but they're not weird. Like kids, I haven't found like a piece of poop or anything. Yeah, it's like rocks or paper clips or I don't know,
things he steals from other people's houses.
Which is frequent. So we're at our therapy thing today, and I had to talk to. I was like, so one thing about Witten is he thinks everything's his because when he was in the hospital, everything was given to him. Mm-hmm. So we may or may not have just been at an establishment, which I will not name, in which we just turn around and Witten John comes over and he's got toy after toy, and I'm like, where the fuck are you getting all these toys? Like, look, Mom, and he just throws them in the wagon. We don't even know where they're from. We're like, was it from another kid? Was it from wherever?
Yeah, we don't even know where to walk it back to
because
it's like
they're running rampant. So we'll just say that.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a cool treasure.
Have you ever confidently given another mom some advice only to immediately fail at that same thing?
I'm sure the answer is yes to that, but I can't recall a specific, but I'm sure the answer is yes to that because especially sometimes also because parenthood is I feel like there's so many phases that you go through. And the thing that I'm learning as a new old mom is that you think that there's a phase and then a phase and then a phase and nothing regresses necessarily. So you're like, oh, I got this figured out. Yeah, this is how you do this one. And then 2 weeks later, he's punching that kid in the face. You're like, I know I told you how to handle that, but I'm sorry he hit you now. I'm really sorry.
Yes, you're right though. It goes forward and backward where you're like, yeah, I got this. Yeah. We don't got it.
You don't got it. So I just try and keep my opinions to
myself and be like, do as I say, not as I do.
And just say, hey, we're all going through it.
Whoops-a-daisies.
Good luck.
Give it to me, Megan.
Yep. Okay. Have you ever gone a little too hard on Mom's special drinks and had to fake sober through a parenting moment?
Absolutely not.
We don't even.
We're pretty good at having a couple cocktails and not getting hungover. But when the hangover hits, that's just unfortunate because it's really not an option for us because it's right. You do have to just parent your way through it. And
you do have to push through that parenting. I have pretended to be sober in the past, but I don't think in a parenting moment. I don't put us in those types of situations, but definitely prior to having a kid, there's been plenty of times where I'm like, yes, no, whatever you need me to do. I don't know. I don't even, can't even remember where I was.
So into the conversation, yeah.
But yes, I've definitely pretended to be sober many times.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And then the hangover moments where you're just deciding that you're not hungover and you're doing your best. You're just should we play we're napping right now? Should we take a snoozy together? It's fine. What you learn though is you can't, to me, hangovers as a mom is just not as much of an option. I could do that in my pre-baby days. Yeah. But it's just not fun. No.
No. It's horrible. It's actually horrible.
That's why we go to bed at 8.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Then you can't have those extra 2 cocktails. You're in bed.
Mm-hmm. You're in bed with your glass of ice water next to you. Take a couple sippies.
And then the ibuprofen if you need to. Stay ahead of it, Yep. Let's see. Have you ever had a moment where your child exposed a family secret you did not want to be shared, like at the dentist office? Well, Caston hasn't, but
no, he will someday, I'm sure. I can't wait for that to happen.
I have a Kinsey one for that.
Awesome. Okay.
The kids, they're just so honest, and they just make observations. So we were at some store and Kinsey was going to the bathroom with Auntie Anne. And it's one of her favorite stories too. So I can drop her name. Auntie Anne would love you.
Name dropping.
Name dropping. So they're going potty, and Kinsey looks over, and you can hear him in the stalls like, Auntie, why are your underwear so big? And she's just like, fuck you. Just kidding. She did not say that. She just started cracking up.
That's because
you just gotta love. Like they're just like pure hearts. Like I'm just curious. Like those are really big.
Those are some
My
big
mom
undies.
doesn't wear those.
No,
Just kidding.
I didn't even know what those were called. Why are those on you? And they're huge.
Aw.
That is cute.
That is cute, huh?
And funny.
I know.
I love that.
Not embarrassing for us, but
Sorry, Ed.
oh, she sent me a meme this morning about there's some show where the guys start a podcast. Oh man, this is gonna be the awful thing because I don't know how to describe it. But the guys are having to get bailed out, and so they just started a podcast. They're doing some like drug lord things.
Okay.
And anyways, they're decided to start a podcast, and then they're in jail. And she's like, "I would bail you and Megs out any day." That's what her message said this morning.
Thank you. That's so nice.
And we love you for bailing us out.
And we'll hold you to it if we have to.
Especially if we share too many embarrassing moments.
I know. If we each get one phone call, call Ann twice. Okay?
It don't matter. You're in Alaska.
No.
It's fine.
We'll wait for you.
Yeah. Okay, you're up.
Okay. Yep. I forget that I'm doing it too.
Welcome to Mature-ish Mamas.
Where we're right on schedule, right on time, got everything planned out and ready for you to go.
This feels like the most mapped we've ever been, actually.
I know, right?
Thanks, Betty.
Have you ever had to save your kid from a situation only to make it 100 times worse?
How about
What's
like
the most mortifying thing a doctor has ever said to you during a postpartum or OB/GYN visit?
well, what about like when you're just like ripped open right after delivery and like, hey, we're just gonna sew that up real quick? That's pretty terrifying.
That's mortifying.
Yeah, and you don't have any drugs or any local anesthetic. We're just gonna, hey, give me the needle. She ripped right to the a-hole. Just gonna. You'll probably have a butthole after this, but I'm not quite sure.
Maybe they'll call it something new, like
Yeah.
Vanal.
A venal. Oh, she now has a venal.
What's a vanal?
I don't know what else. What else? The doctor.
What is a mortifying thing the doctor has ever said to me?
We talked about how you're like, that's motherhood's embarrassment. So like by the time you're there, they're just like, take a look at this. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
I know.
I don't know. There you go. This isn't one of hers. Have you ever lost your kid?
Not yet, but Johnny has.
Johnny's mom moment.
Yep, at our launch party when we were here.
Oh, that's right.
They were here. They were all here. I haven't yet. Like, let me, wait a second.
It happens.
It does. I
It's
feel
hard.
like there's been moments where it has felt scary all of a sudden, and then
Yeah.
he'll be like right there. But yeah, so just to give you an idea, this is like a dirt road, and it's not a through street. There's
So it's a
two
long, it's a
houses.
mile long cul-de-sac.
Yeah, and there's like two houses beyond this one. So and there's there's rarely anybody
traffic,
driving.
yeah.
So the boys are all here while we're doing our launch party. So it's Johnny, John, Cal's John, and then Uncle Perry, my sister's husband, and
Three grown men.
three grown men, and they all and they have a few of the boys. There's
Four children.
four of them. Yes,
Okay,
four children together.
3 grown men, 4 children.
Yes, and
Bad ratio.
just so you know, if you're trying to plan anything, I think it should be a 2 to 1.
Yeah. It's
Adult to one child.
2 adults, 1 child.
So
Men. We're talking about the men.
So
Sorry,
Cass had wandered across the street because there's, I guess, a dog over there.
Yep.
And he was sitting there petting the neighbor's dog, and the boys couldn't find him.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
And I think the neighbor called and said, hey, there's a kid over here, or maybe not. I don't know. They might have just been looking for him, and he's like, over here.
They're so used to Finley running over there that they're like, oh, now the kids are coming over too.
Did Finley become like Pinocchio? Like he's turned into a real boy?
real boy.
Except she's a girl.
Oh, yeah, real girl.
But yeah, so that I thought that was pretty funny.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure that I know that in that moment you like freak out because it is scary feeling.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm thinking, like, I do remember having that feeling. I don't know where he went. I feel like we were like in the store and he was like hiding in the clothes. Remember how I used to do that?
Yeah, it's not like they're like lost, but they are jacking around enough that you're just like, where's my kid?
Are you?
Where's my kid?
But that one's pretty funny.
One time Kinsey went into the elevator. We were at Kaiser checking in. So I'm like trying to check in and she runs off. She was 2 or so. And she runs off and gets on the elevator. And it's 5 stories. So we don't know which floor, if she's got pushed up or down. So I start running and I'm sprinting, you guys. We tell the security guard, my mom's trying to find, because we, thank goodness, there was 2 to 1. 2 to 1 and we still lost her. And I sprint all the way up every single floor and no embarrassment because your mom, your fight or flight mode. I'm yelling, Kinsey, has anybody seen on the lookout, Kinsey? And I'm sprinting up each floor. Security guard found her in the basement. That was so freaking scary.
Oh my gosh.
And she just pushed the elevator, like, right? But
And
like,
it's probably the lowest button is the little B.
I probably should have went down first, actually thinking about it now.
I know,
Like,
but
she was
you're
2.
not, you're just in like freak out
She
mode.
probably couldn't even reach for, like, what? Like, she...
You're sprinting to the 7th floor.
I'm not going to go down one flight. I'm going to sprint up to... Because, you go to your appointment on the 4th floor, so I figured to go there sometimes.
Because she knows.
Now I'm embarrassed. I wasn't, but now I am.
Right?
Okay, we have time for each person to do maybe one or 2 more questions. So look through your list now and find something good.
Okay, so what's great, what is so perfect about these things for me is that I'm not even in it yet. So we get to hear all your stories. So I got one for you. Okay. What's the most unexpected thing your kid has found in your bedroom and asked you about?
You know what? I'm pretty good at hiding things. So guess what? I know that Kinsey can't push the lower B, and I also know where to put other items because they can't reach that high.
There you go.
So I'm not embarrassed.
Learn an elevator lessons.
So
good job, girl. Good job.
And also, mothers and fathers, you're welcome for that tip. Put it at the top of the closet. And kids, if you're watching right now, don't look at the top of the closet.
There's nothing up there.
Yeah, nothing.
There's nothing up there.
I think my kids the bigs used to play with my Benoit balls. Have you ever... because I just stopped using them, and you wash them off or whatever, and they're like, these are pretty cool, Mom.
Yeah. They're so slick.
You go to one sex toy party, and you come home with all of this stuff that you're like, oh, this is really going to improve my sex life. Like, it's going to be great. You use the balls a couple times, you're like, this is obnoxious. Like,
oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never tried those before.
Give them a shot.
Can I borrow yours?
We should. Let me ask Kinsey and Jace where they are. They're probably with their cars.
She left them in the basement of Kaiser.
A full sex toy party one. We have to. It'll be so great. Oh my gosh. Have you ever had a sexy time? Oh, way to be sweet, Betty. Moment totally ruined by a kid barging in or hearing something they absolutely should not have.
I don't know what he's hearing.
He's gonna be like, it's just Mom and Dad are fixing the bed again.
Yeah, there's that. Oh my gosh, there's a meme that I had to send Johnny because it is so funny. It's like the dad comes in and he's like, I gotta go talk to your mom in the other room, and then there's like a guy hitting pottery, and it's like Mom and Dad talking in the other room. I was like, that's pretty funny. We try, right now, he's pretty entertained by just a show.
Yeah.
So we just put on a show. So he hasn't wandered in yet. We also do have a lock on our door, which is important, I think. And we still have a baby gate up, which we can hear, him clicking, or he can't open it yet. So he'll be like, Mom, I'm trapped.
Okay, just give me 2 more minutes, honey. I'll be right there.
So is Daddy right now. We can't come. I'm on my way.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we can top that. This is fun. This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This was fun. I like the impromptu quickness of just not knowing what the heck's going to happen.
Yeah, we might just let Betty get involved a little bit more. She just needs one of these. She says, same question. Have you ever had a self-care moment, wink, wink, interrupted in the worst possible way? Betty, you can just use the S or the F word.
Yeah, we're grown-ups, honey.
Super grown-up.
I mean, and obviously...
Mature-ish.
We're mature-ish. And obviously, she hasn't listened to any of our podcasts.
She needs to. Maybe I'll just start submitting to her. Be like, please remember this information from episode number 3, and then just like let her listen to the whole
just
thing.
let her listen to it. This is how we talk.
You're doing it wrong, Betty.
It is kind of cute though that it's so like.
I know.
They do.
She's not quite sure about us, but she'll get to know us even more and more, just like you guys.
Yeah.
So I would just say, like, if you guys are feeling embarrassed about anything, remember that that's real freaking life.
That is real life. And I think the best thing to do is to laugh about it.
Yeah.
Because somebody has done it or is doing worse. So just
not your
know.
girls, not your girls right here.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. So just laugh about it because that's funny. And nothing else has to be that serious.
Well, I think that people that take life too seriously are missing out on so much potential joy. And usually it's because they have their ego so wrapped up. Like we need to talk about an entire episode. We've been talking about like fear of judgment and just you start
authentic.
Yeah, and you start showing up a different way where it's like, you know what, like let your guard down a little bit because you're not alone. We are all doing life ridiculously ridiculously.
By the seat of our pants. Like, I feel like nobody really does have it figured out. We just, and the things that we can help each other figure out, we're trying to do. So, same with you. Like, do that for yourself. Allow yourself to be. Just be. And be in it and make it funny and make it a part of, like, and then make it funny for everyone else, too. Like, if you see someone else do something stupid, just laugh. Yeah. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, just be with them in the moment. And if you fart on stage, just start laughing about it. I'm like, wow, just didn't rinse my beans. It's fine, you guys. There is a way around everything.
And farts are funny. We're going to not stop saying that. They're just funny.
They're just funny.
They are funny.
Oh, man.
I know.
Best ever. Guys, fun. Betty, thank you for supporting us with episode number blah, 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 blah.
I hope you heard Cal.
Okay, guys, we love you so much. Thank you for being here.
Yay!
We're church mamas.
Woohoo!
Get your booty to the doctor, girl.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you. Bye for now. See you. Love your guts.
We love your guts.
See you next Tuesday. Bye for now. Peace. We gotta go out.
Thanks for joining, and don't forget to subscribe and, of course, share with your friends. Guys, that's how we impact more lives. All right, see you next time.
Look at what else is embarrassing right now. I'm the same color as my shirt.
Oh, I thought you just weren't wearing one.
I'm not.
I thought those pink little lines down there were your Schmitty
Those
titties.
are my niddles. My niddles.
I thought they were just down here by your bee-boo.
They are. They are, though.